Mic check, mic check. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right. That should be good. Testing, testing. 1, 2. All right. All right. So today, it's right now we have 2 stocks that I'm seeing up on my scans. INMB and GCTK. For pre-market though, I'm looking for micro floats to trade, not so much things that are higher. INMB has news. It's hosting a conference call. Let me see I think it was a conference call that they're doing. Yeah, conference call on Monday at 8 a.m. And so that is not something that I'm really looking to do anything with during pre-market. The other one is the GCTK, the one that we saw go crazy the other day. It is up 39%. So, those are our 2 leaders, the 2 things that are, kind of leading the day. Let me refresh this page. See if anything else pops up here. It's been up for a while. Okay, nope, just these 2. All right. And then some of the other things that were moving yesterday, we saw CYN kind of go crazy on low volume yesterday. Let me go back over to my 15-minute. So I did not trade CYN on yesterday. Didn't like the catalyst, the collaboration and all of that. Didn't like all that. It went from 17 to like 40 something dollars and then fell back down. I ended up trading ASTI. I found this catalyst I liked better. And so this is the one I went with. I did kind of do some early entries. The thing is, it was hard to trade this one because CYN was up, right? So this one came down it went up to 528, dropped down here during the open, and I started entering. Let me see my average price here. My average price on ASTI was 245. So let's zoom in a little bit. 245 is where I started entering somewhere down in these levels. I ended up getting 1,185 shares down here. And I mean, it was one of those rides that just, it kind of hurt. And I'll show you why here in a second. This one made a great move from where I got in at 245 all the way up here to 371. But let's go down here into the lower time frames and show y'all why this was so painful. All right. So let's just walk through the day. So I was watching it come down, Now usually I try to stay away from things that are trading below the ATRs, especially below the lows, right? Because that usually means that it's trending down. But I saw the catalyst and I was like, I think people are gonna want to trade this one. And so let's go a little bit deeper. So all of these little dips, I started seeing this little trend here. I'm just showing you on the 1 minute. Started seeing it start trend up. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe we're just gonna trend up here. But it ended up breaking down. And I held through this breakdown, did not come all the way down through the 231s at that point, right? And I was like, okay, well, and what I was doing was I was adding and taking away from my position, right? So as it was coming down, I was like, ooh, let me sell a little bit, and it came down, blah blah blah, and it ended up running all the way down here from where I got in 245 all the way down here to 219, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna give it some time to see if it starts uptrending. And it slowly started uptrending, right? Slowly started uptrending. This right here, once I saw this little uptrend here, I was like, okay, let's see if it can hold. It started shooting up, shooting up. This green line was where I was going into profit, $100, right? So over the 245, I was up profit, and I was taking profit up here in the 265s, right? And then it dropped, heavy drop, all the way back down to 223 while I was selling, and it actually filled me a couple of shares down here. And so I lost some position down here on this drop. And I was like, oh my goodness, come on, bro. But I didn't know if it was gonna recover. I didn't know if it had came out with news of an offering or why it slammed from 261 all the way down here to 220s. And then it pops back up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Because I was selling, I had some orders that I was throwing out at the specific second that it was doing this. And some of my orders got filled. I mean, I was like, I'm sick, right? Because I had 1,000 shares looking for this thing to move up, and then it slams like this. So then it rides back up and it goes all the way to 360s. And I was like, you know what? I like the catalyst and everything, but that move right there was just disgusting. That right there was because it could have kept going down. It really could have, and really got down under two or whatnot. So that's what I didn't want to get caught with. I did sell some up there, but just not enough. I should have been taking even bigger chunks off, over $100. But man, it kept going. I did end this trade green, but very small green from what I should have had, right? Because this was a 245 was my green, right? And we were 20 cents above it. So on 1,000 something shares, 20 cents, that's $200. But this happened. And so I was like, okay, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm just going to I spent a good amount of time red. So I was like, look, if I get back green, let me just take some, right? So I was down like a good bit here, like 300 something dollars, but the catalyst is what I was thinking was going to make it rise up. So more on the dangerous side with this trade. Just it was sickening to see it go up $1 and something when I had 1,000 shares. But it is what it is. Still closed the day green. So could have been a much better week. I was looking at that $200 on my P&L, and I was taking profit, and then all of a sudden I saw 200 go to like $50 down here. I was like, whoa, what in the world just happened? But it is what it is. It happened. So let's pop over here to the journal and see where we are at on the journal entries. So over here we got ASTI was the trade from yesterday. 245, and look where I ended up selling most of it. The 250s, it crashed down. Just that was so sick, man. But anyway, let me go ahead and mark it up. So one I would say mistake was trading under the ATR low. Even though it was a green trade, it was below the ATR low. And I don't know why I can't type here. Is my keyboard not working? Oh, there it is. I was like, what? Okay. All right, ATR low, under ATR low during intraday. That's something that I usually do not do during intraday. It did have a catalyst that I like, the solar equipment that they're developing. It's kind of like a space type catalyst. I usually don't trade a whole lot of space stuff, but yeah, I did today or yesterday. So space catalyst and solar catalyst, space catalyst and solar energy. It was up over 20%. It had the relative volume that I liked. It had it had a lot of things that I liked. It just did not perform the way that I liked with that fall off. If it would have been straight up, I would have been up $1,000 yesterday. But that chop, man. And the thing is, it scared me so bad when it came down here. I was like, yo, what? Because it sat down here for a minute. Like it came down to 223 and it just sat there. And I was like, oh boy. And then it popped all the way back up to 250. And I still had like a couple of shares left at that point, but I had sold majority because I was like, you know what? This ain't worth it. And then it broke this high 267 and just up it goes. Anyway, on the month though, this is where we're sitting on the month. I need like $15 today to make this a $500 week. So that's what I'm gonna be looking for, is get me $15, and if I can get more, great. But yeah, I'm just gonna lock that in, throw in a hard stop, and see if whatever is can make that move, and see what Friday can do for us. As of now, we have another one up here with news, BBLG. Let's look what the news is on this one. They filed a patent application for bone regeneration technology. So let's look at BBLG. Okay. Bone whatever technology. It has 4 million shares traded. Let's go look at the daily chart on BBLG. Maximize. Okay, so daily chart, kind of nasty daily chart. Gapped up, or I don't know if this is a gap, but something happened here that they're below the minimum bid price. Looks like they did a reverse stock split up here to the four somethings. So I don't know how relevant these prices are. And now it's at $10. Am I looking at the right thing? BBLG. Yeah. So now it's at $10. And I just don't know if I can mark this chart up with any kind of 1058 right here. So had a point up here at 1058, looks like on the daily chart. Does have catalyst on today. Edit this. What is this called? It's gonna be a daily unconfirmed daily unconfirmed resistance. Okay. So, I mean, that's the only thing I see is 1052 up there. And it's kind of just making that some kind of level right there. But other than that, it's kind of hard to see anything else up here. 1170, 1182 is the other point that it kind of got near to. Let's go and duplicate, move this on up. All right, let's jump back over here. And so these are the two levels that I marked over there that you can kind of see clearly. 1180s and then the 1052 there. Let's go to the 15-minute. Looks like the $10 is becoming a little bit of a hold up for it. Let's see if we can identify any kind of trends here. Not yet, it's too steep. Too steep. But we got some movers. It's got 5 million shares traded. It's kind of trading like what was that other one? That slow mover from the other day, CYN. Kind of already chopping around here. But we'll see what it wants to do. Has a bottom here of 980s. We got all of these on the watch. So INMB, BBLG, and GCTK are doing some motions. We'll see if BBLG wants to lead the day. People are still looking over there at CYN. It has 8 million shares, which BBLG needs to get over. And then INMB has 7 million shares. So a little bit of competition on the board for those, but we only got 4. Looking for that 1050. See if we can go ahead and test down. A little thin here. So I had a stop. Oops. So I had a stop right here. That's so steep, man. That is super steep. That's really steep right there. I don't know if it's gonna be able to take that back. Coming back under that 1050. We'll get some other type of uptrend here. $10, 987. Will it break down? Okay. Doesn't want to keep going down and invalidate what we got there. Just needs to break down that 982. All of these are super steep though. I don't think I went over the floats and all of that on this one. So float is looking like, well, both of these floats are under a million. ATRs are both over $1. You can definitely lose or gain $1 on these very quickly. This one down here has ATR over $1 as well. But it's kind of like a wait and see at this point. Because it is BBLG is not outperforming everybody else in the volume sector. So candles starting to walk on down, get smaller and smaller in here under that 1050. Got room down here to, let's go to the 15 minute. Okay, so it is finding some 15-minute resistance here at the 10:08. 10:08 there. But it hasn't closed that candle yet, so not completely sure about that. $10.50 still holding it down. Holding it down. Trying to reclaim some type of trend, but just not able to grip it. Point of control right now at 10.13. There's a little droppage. Okay. Oh boy. And so basically what these little uptrends are just failures. Failed once, twice, 3, 4 times. Can it go ahead and break down these lows? Back up to 10.50, tapping. See if it pulls back hard. So back up here to the failure of 10.69. Let's see if it blasts down here. Yep, right back under 10.50s there. Checking back in again. Interesting little pop there. Still trying to reclaim, but those slams are getting a little fishy. Whoa. It's throwing wicks all the way down some kind of way. All right. Still in this last level, but this is a higher low here. So we'll see how this ends up holding. So this is, mark this up, see how that holds. But it looks like it's starting to break something here. We'll see. Will it invalidate? Will it drop below 978 here? Ah, boy, all I need is $15, man. 15 bucks. That's all I need. Broke down a little bit, but didn't break down the 980s there. Still not leading the day in volume, but it's coming on with it. More and more people getting on. I don't know if these are shorts or longs that are coming in here. Okay. Just does not want to give up yet, I guess. Failed this 1050 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times and still holding up here. Continues to come up here and test. It's kind of range bound right now between the 1050 and where it is now. Hmm. Okay, getting more and more choppy. 6 million shares traded. Okay, there it is, giving up a little bit of ghost. Can we break down? Come on. Okay, so it actually broke that now. All right. Nice. So we got a new point that we can see where this ends up popping back up to. Let's go look at this 15 minute. 15 minute. Now we got a confirmation up here at 1012. 1012 right around here. 15 minute confirmed resistance. Edit. Confirmed. We got another one popping up. Oh, that's CYN. Oh, never mind. Confirmed resistance. So now it's getting more and more competition on the board against it. CYN is up 63%. BBLG is up 109. GCTK is only up 34. And these are the only ones that I'm seeing that are micro floats that are, could do something here. But looks like it's made a little bit of a bottom. We'll see how it holds this up now. Doesn't want to consolidate some more and move down, though. Whoops, wrong one. See if we can get some invalidation here. Doesn't want to just continue down through this. Jump back over to CYN real quick. CYN hit a high during pre-market of 25 and now is at 21.77. It keeps doing these long, whoa, 22.42. That's a dollar loss right there. But it's actually leading the day in volume. So this is taking the shorts over here. If you guys are seeing anything else, definitely let me know in the comments and we'll go look at that. But yeah, for right now, I'm just watching these. 3. Will it go ahead and break down to 851? Okay. Invalidated that one. Gonna remove that. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Do you want to continue downwards and invalidate? The next level to break is 782. All right. I get a little poppage here, but hasn't really tested back down to this level of the 832s yet. Above the level of 832 rather. Does it want to continue downwards? All right, so now it's number 2 on the day in volume. With 7 million shares, it's passed up INMB. Catching up very quickly to CYN. Yesterday, the ATR for BBLG was 59 cents. So it moves an average of 59 cents per day. Today, the ATR is $1.16. So definitely has doubled over this movement. Okay, so invalidated this one for sure. Let's see if we can get down here to the 780s. So now we're getting more and more towards like a almost a flat bottom. Wrong one. Flat bottom. Let's see how it holds this up. 850 is holding it down. So if this is trying to form a head and shoulders pattern, it has this shoulder up here at 936 that it could get back to. Looks like around across here. So it's got a shoulder right here. It's got the head up here. Then it's got what looks like something forming here, but it hasn't really forced its way up there. Kind of just going sideways. Still lagging behind CYN by almost 1 million shares. $9 whole dollar level getting slapped there. See if it slaps it down. Okay, so it did look like it came up. Yeah, it came up right to this 932 level. So this is looking like the start of some type of head and shoulders right here pattern. Barely tapped this little 930. Let's see if it can come back down, and it needs to stay above 817 now. Or it's gonna do a structure break. Okay. All right, it's about to be the #1 on the day here in about 5 million share or 3 million shares or something like that. People are definitely taking notice, taking interest. Okay, so we got a little bit. Oops, wrong drawing tool. Got a little bit of a trend here. We'll see how this holds up to that shoulder up here. This over this 920, 930 level. Looks like it wants to confirm that that is a shoulder. Oh, we got a new trend here as well that I missed real quick. So let's put that in there. So we got 680, got one right here. 400,000 shares for this thing to take the lead. CYN is not giving up easy. So higher low there. Let's see, 845. So it did hold above that 814 just a little bit. Still has not went back up and tested that shoulder of that pattern. Let's go look at the 15-minute while we're waiting. 15 minutes. Not a whole lot to do up there. Point of control at 923s. Let's go to the 5-minute. 5-minute looking kind of nasty. Okay. So it was not able to hold this one up, this trend right here. It's a failure. We'll see if it can hold this one up and start to get back over. But it still has not taken the lead yet. CYN is still getting more volume. And coming and testing down to that 85 once again. Yeah, all right. CYN about to cross the 9 million mark. It's just continuing to win. Any others to look at, Crawdad? So we got CYN that's over here. We got INMB. That is a higher float one. And it doesn't have day one catalyst on the day either. BBLG is the only one with catalyst today. But yeah, I got 4 other ones: CYN, BBLG, INMB, and GKT that popped back up. But this only 30%, and look at it. It's only 2 million shares traded. It's got a lot of competition on the board. So yeah, I just want to see BBLG crash out. I want to see something else pop up with catalyst, but BBLG is the only thing with catalyst on the day. So all right. So got a little bit of a pull down. And see, what I do is I don't dig for stocks, right? If they don't hit the scanner, oh well, watch what's on the scanner. Watch what's on the scanner, because this is boring trading. Boring trading makes you money. Watching, waiting, watching. Because when you go and dig, that's when you start losing. So I don't want to see anything else. I don't want to go and change my scanner and look for something else. I'm cool. I'd rather watch this death than be watching something that is completely irrelevant by changing my scans. Also, since we got time, let's go and look around in the market too. So over here on, let me refresh this. It's been open for a while. Yahoo. Let's look at Trump says the U.S. has signed a trade truce with China. The open road ahead for investors. Meta and Anthropic win AI. Let's see. U.S. stock futures rise. Key inflation print on deck. All right. So we also went over my trades. So basically, this is what my month is looking like. Trading what's on the scanner and not digging. Trade what's there and just keep it going. Um, let's see. So yesterday I traded ASTI. We went over that earlier, so that's in the first part of the video. That little analysis of what happened in that trade. But yeah, for this to be a $500 week, I just need 15 bucks. 15 bucks on a Friday. Can I get it though? Right now my average winners are about 88 bucks per, since I've been doing this whole pre-market thing and all that stuff. So we'll see. Just haven't seen anything this morning to get the old rotor running. Yeah, the only thing about CYN, it doesn't have that day one catalyst on Friday. Maybe it goes crazy, but the problem that I have with it is it keeps getting volume. It's like sucking volume out of everything else. And look at these drops on CYN. So if you look on the 1 minute, I don't know what you're looking at. If we look on the 15 minute, it rose up from 11, did a little rise up, hit a top of 24.95. Let's look at the 5 minute. 5 minutes. Look at these drops though. 23.13. I'm just like, man, ugh. I don't know. It's up 59%, but with 100%, oh, BBLG is coming under 100%. Just kind of cracked it down a little bit. Okay. So can something else come and take the day? So now it is looking at this little area here. Does it want to go back up and test that shoulder though? I don't know. It looks like it's just draining down. Can you continue to fall out? Can you continue to fall out? Still has not taken the day though, so I'm not willing to trade that one until it actually shows that people want to trade it over CYN. And I think what's over here on CYN is shorts, because this is a lot of money. So it's got the ATR high down here 16. I mean, shorts are getting some payouts on Friday. BBLG is now under 100%. CYN, we see this. So let's see if we can see any trends here. It's kind of hard, man. It's the way it's trading. Did a little drop down. Let me zoom back a little bit. I'm just looking for this period. So it came down here to the 1595s. Had like a little trend that keeps popping off right there. Has this other kind of inside trend here. Extend to the right. Extend to the right. There we go. All right, but yeah, I don't know what it's trying to hold here. Don't know which one of these. This one's been tested a couple of times though. 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's still kind of leading the day here. So CYN may be a better look, especially with BBLG coming on down now. But BBLG may be about to pass it in volume. If BBLG starts out performing though, it's gonna get nasty. BBLG pop back up here off of this little flat bottom. Has that shoulder all the way up at 950. So it's about a dollar move if it does go up there to the 950, that shoulder. But I don't know if it can break that. Bottom of this candle is the 808s, a whole dollar level above that 780. Let's go look at the 15 minute here. Yeah, CYN has a couple of wicks on the 15-minute for sure. A little bit of indecisiveness. Hmm. Just motionless right now. Boy. CYN slammed back down as well. Did a little rise. And I'm just looking for a overall breakdown of this strong little level they've been testing over right here. Looking for a break maybe back towards this 1986 if it can get going, which is probably what the shorts are looking at too. I mean, if it falls, it has room basically down here to this 1914 if it falls. BBLG, big drop out of there. So that's what we were looking for. So it has now definitely invalidated a couple of these up here. So I can start cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up, cleaning up all of this good stuff. All of this up here, definitely out of range at this point. And we'll start our new levels. So that invalidated this bottom there. Okay. Remove, and now we got this new one. So let's go ahead and mark this up and extend to the right. And BBLG is leading the day on volume now. So down here after this splash down to the 780s. So now definitely not as steep. So we could start seeing some consolidation trading. And we're looking at this overall trend. Has a bottom here of the 731s. Coming right down to it. Okay. Now only up 75%. Still has room down there to 684 if it wants to go. If it doesn't, we'll get a new little trend here. Little trend. The other issue is the catalyst itself, right? So it has a patent application. So they don't even have the, real, like, they're applying for a patent. They've come up with the idea, right? They've said, okay, we got this great idea for bone regeneration technology. We created something, but we need to patent it. So they're trying, it's probably in heavy protection mode right now. And they're trying to be like, well, we don't want to lose anything here, right? Went up there and touched that, tapped that 780. Still looking like a little bit of resistance there. But bone regeneration is a patent. CYN popping back up, but now being outperformed in volume by BBLG. Still holding this trend here. No breakdowns of it yet. That's a strong trend right there. And this one kind of just stair stepping down. Let's go look at this on the 15-minute. Yeah, just not a whole lot of motion over there. And look at this one. Both of these are about to cross over the 10 million mark, though. Very tight competitors. Both trying to get people. Did this thing go down some more? Oh, no, it jumped up a little bit. All right, so coming back up there, testing that 780. Has room back up here to the 850s. But I want to see it pull back again if it can before trying that. But that catalyst, though, that's the only thing that's... That's the only thing that's throwing me. Is a patent application worth that try? And that's something in my head is saying that it's not. So a patent application is a request pending at a patent office for the grant of a patent for an invention. It includes a detailed description of the invention and a set of claims that define the scope of protection sought. The application must enable someone skilled in the relevant field to make and use the invention. So the patent. I mean, they're just trying to get into the production. They haven't even, they got to mass produce this thing and all that. I'm just like, is it worth it, right? Is it something that is going to give us, what we're kind of looking for? Okay. Move that. So now we got a little bit. Let's see what this uptrend does. Can it start forming some type of channel? 781. Let's see if this snatches back. Has room up here to the 855s. But tight on this 780 level. Just kind of keeps disappointing. Let's jump back over to CYN. Through another wick down here while we were away. But it actually got a crack this time, though. Got a crack through it. INMB, trash. Teams to get pops. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I need is 15 bucks, man. But I would like to look for a quality setup to get that 15 bucks. You know what I mean? Like, so I could put my money in something that can get 15 and some. Okay. So we're disintegrating this one, especially if it goes past 724s here. So made a lower low there, that level. $7.50, a $half level, all the way back up here to 781s. It just looks like it's in some strong consolidation right in here in this little wedge. Top side is 788s right now. 788s. Can you get up here and test this 862? I wonder. The 15 man, let's go pull back to the 15 and the 5 so we're not just hyper focused on those. 15-minute, we can see it had quite a bit of a downtrend. Let's jump over to the 5. The 5 is just sitting under that level, smaller and smaller candles coming in here. 775. Stopping right before that level. Threw up. So 771 is that spot that it's holding right now. Waiting for this candle to close. Back up to 100 and what's that? 90? No, this thing's tripping. I said 142%. All right. So let's see if we get a swap back. We got this previous trend right here at 863. It should fall off of that pretty heavily. Look at that volume coming in. It almost reached the point of control, which was 850. Let's see what the pullback looks like on this. Is it going to be nasty? So definitely a top and tail. At least we got another uptrend. I thought it was going to fail everything, but it's holding up something. Getting some buying right there at that $8 level. People are entering here, so I want to see if they're going to get a slam through this $8. Room all the way back down to the 750s right now. Short's not exactly getting out of the way. Because the news, man, the news is what's killing everything. If it had better catalyst, I guarantee you this thing would rip to 15 if it had a better catalyst. but too many shorts are too confident on this. CYN, oh my goodness, still holding this trend. Still holding this trend on lower volume. So definitely some steep competition. And CYN doesn't even have catalysts on the day. So it doesn't make even any sense for it to even be competing, but it is. But it is though. Oh, let me read these. Let me see. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see these chats. Okay, so Crawdad said, what do you use to build your scanner? I use Benzinga Pro. Benzinga Pro is the scanner that I'm into. I start now. It is a paid subscription, so it's $197 a month, right? But the thing that I love about it is it brings everything into one spot, right? News and all that in one spot. Usually I'll be looking through, a whole lot of, I used to have like maybe 16 tabs up just looking at information during the morning. But with this, I can see my SEC filings. I don't have to have BAM SEC. I don't have to have any other mixture of whatever. I can just use this. And they are still working on it. And so, in the future, I'll need less and less things outside of it, right? Whoa. But in the future, I need less and less things. How did a moth get in here? Oh boy, I have holes in my clothes. Uh, but yeah, in the future, I always complain, and I let them know what things that I want or whatever, and they're constantly working on it. They tell me, hey, what's going on, what they're working on, and all that good stuff. But yeah, Benzinga Pro is it. If it's $197 a month, and so that's why I'm pretty much trading for profit now because I'm just paying for the tools that I use. Um, and it just saves me a lot of time in the morning, and it's real time. So I can change the refresh rate 10 seconds, real time 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute. And it's just a great resource. One thing that I am going to be waiting for is a desktop version of this because right now it's a browser version. And the problem with browsers is that their websites or their server connection will time out. And so sometimes I have to refresh the browser page or something like that. But for the most part, it's great. Um, and so yeah, I've been playing around in here, playing with news feeds, playing with all the different tools and things that are in here. And you know, just just looking at everything, crypto, IPOs. I don't even know if there's IPOs today, but let me see today. Today there is a IPO called York. There is some of these other ones there. Now, what I will say is some things still have them beat, like Nasdaq's IPO calendar is much more detailed with what, like I can click on something and it'll give me the full description here. When sometimes if I go into Benzinga, they don't have this yet, where it's like a nice description, nice little way to view and everything. So I keep this one pulled up. Trade halts, they do have trade halts in here, so you can actually set a column over here for trade halts. Maybe it's halt. Oh no, I'm in the wrong one. I gotta go back to the scanner. So you can see what's actually, and see, had a session timeout there. So I gotta refresh. Comes in, Benzinga, blah blah blah, and then go over here to this halt. So I can do trade halt and I can do halt count. So I can see how many times it's halted in a day, and I can see if it's halted. If I think it's like a check mark system or something. Like if it's not halted, or let's see. So right now, none of them are halted. If it's a check mark here, then it's halted. You do trade the other one too. The halt counts. but you know, it is what it is. But what they don't have in here yet is the time. So like if I go over here to refresh this, maybe there's no halts yet or no halt data. Okay, so like here, I want them to have times on their halt. Whoa, what is happening? Calm down, my boy. Okay, I want them to have times though on these in Benzinga. That would help massively. I would get rid of this so quick and literally just see, hey, what was the halt time? What is blah blah blah, and all of that good stuff. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. Reopen, close tab. Let me see what else. What else have I seen in here that I would like them to do? Halts. I'm trying to think. They've done a lot though. They've done a lot in here, but for day trading, this is probably one of the best ones. As far as like getting order flow and all of that. I mean, you can go and get a more expensive. Some of them go up to like I saw some of the ones that have order flow. They're paying like 2,000 or something. I mean, it's crazy how much they're paying for these tools. But for day trading, if you're making money, you know, 197 is like, eh, I can do that. I mean, right now on the month, I'm sitting with $1,597, and I need 15 bucks today, if possible, to get this to 500. So, from the first week, I pretty much made what I needed, but then I got 500, 500, 500. So just 197 of that to pay for this. So that's why I've been pretty much taking a lot more profit and not letting things play so much because I'm like, let me get to this goal, let me get to this threshold, and then then I can kind of tinker around. You know what I'm saying? Let me read the rest of your chat though. Um, let's see. What scanner would I use to build a scanner? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I did answer that. What software? What is this software? Yep. Okay. And my TraderSync software, I do have a link for that too. Uh, Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So TraderSync software and then Benzinga. Do I have a link for Benzinga? I don't even know. TraderSync though is the journal. Um, what broker does it use? What broker does Benzinga? So the broker that I use to trade is TOS, Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. The broker that I don't know if Benzinga actually lets you trade. I've never traded with them. I always traded with Thinkorswim. But here is that link right here to the journal. And then for the Benzinga, do I have a link for that? Link about account Benzinga account use alerts. I don't see what is Benzinga Edge? Let's see. Benzinga Edge, combined watch list view, blah, blah, blah. Overview. So Edge rankings. Oh, I like this. So Benzinga Edge is showing my watch list. So the things that I'm watching currently and all that stuff is giving me the watch list news all in one place, popular news, and some of the things that are on my watch list that are trading for me right now. Let's see overviews. Okay. Insiders, institutions, but it's not giving me, doesn't look like it's giving me, well, I see institutions, but I'm not seeing the actual holders. I'm more interested in who's holding with me. If I'm going to be trading something or swinging, I want to see who else is holding. So I don't see that on here. Insider trades, blah, blah, blah. All right, let's jump back over to regular Benzinga. I don't think they have a link for affiliate anything that I'm seeing that they've given me. I guess I could ask for something like that, but it is what it is. They talk to me a lot because I'm like, hey, I want this fixed. Hey, I want this. I want this. BBLG still marking up in this channel here. I didn't even see it come down here. So it came down here 728, held up, but just like I said, just marching up this channel. Missed that. But anyway, even though you know it's a little bit of FOMO when you flip back over to the chart, but you have to remember what was the catalyst on this. They got a patent. Is that worth? Is that going to be able to explode through shorts? Like if I was a short and I saw that you had patent news, how scared would what kind of fear would that make me have? And for me, I would be like, nah, we good. We gonna hold this. We'll add. Yeah, we'll add for sure. The further you go up, we're just gonna add all around here. It did not get up to this shoulder level, so this is the head and shoulders. Never did get back up here to this 935. So I don't know what it's trying to do. But yeah, hopefully I answered your question. Yep. TOS, free broker, I've the only thing, when I was really doing some like super high frequency, like just buy, sell, I really didn't like TOS. But as I kind of started trying to nail down like A quality setups as they call them, or like setups with like some edge, then I was like, I don't need to take 100 trades. I don't need to take 200 trades. I can take 2 trades, right? So like here, this month, I took 2 trades on Monday, 2 trades on Tuesday, 2 Wednesday, 7, 3, 12, 16, 2, 2, 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 3, 3, 1. So, taking 200 share or 200 trades, 200 entries and exits, it's just like, I mean, you could do it, but the risk that you take and the size that you need to take to make money doing that is like you need a Ross Cameron type account to be playing like that. I'm trading in a cash account too, so this is not margin. This is just my cash that I'm trading. But yeah, coming up there should get a nice little slam back towards this level of the $8. Hit that slam. Come on back under $8, big boy. Let's jump back over to CYN. Still very. It's just a chop factory. INMB. I'm not seeing anything new pop up yet. Oh, there's a slam I was talking about. So it came up here to this top level, finally got close to it. And let's see if it can go ahead and fall back through this 8 dot. Wow, it's just rushing back down, isn't it? Look at those shorts being brave. What kind of fear is that? That doesn't look like short fear right there. Nope. GCT becoming a 20% struggler during pre-market. It continued to go down. So I definitely don't like playing with 20% strugglers, especially if they're below their ATR high here. Also, so I've been coding in Thinker, and this is the other reason that I've been holding on to TOS is because I have a lot of code written in TOS. So like for the all of these ATR highs, ATR lows, all of this, the changes that I made to the volume profile, all these different codes that I have in here. A lot of other platforms don't let you code within their program and change it to such a low level. So I kind of kept it because of that too. Like when I get in, I have a code that tells me, hey, when I'm gonna make a certain amount of money, like $100, or where my risk level is, and all of that stuff. I saw some of these features. So what I did is I went over to paid features, and I was like, man, I wish I could just code that into a free feature. And TOS allows me to do that. If I see something somewhere else that's paid, I'm like, I can create that. I can do that. So I just do it. And it's helped me out a lot, especially when it comes to like my profit goals. Like, let's say if I want to make $100 a day, I want it to show me that $100 as soon as I start entering. Where's the $100 and where's my risk? Right? Is my risk possible to reach yet based on my size, based on my share size? And so it does that. And the bigger my position gets, the closer that 100%, that 100 bucks gets to me. But the problem is, I need to put myself in A+ setup to get up there to that 100. Once I get to that 100, I'm like, all right, now it's decision time. I can take some off, pocket some, take half or whatever. But $100 a day isn't bad. Right now, my daily average is $88 per day. So I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Let's jump back over to BBL. BBL, looking towards the bottom side. CYN just is not acting right. I fear the open on CYN. I don't know what it wants to do. It's kind of like a big wedge, looks like. But yeah. So this one's just chopping around too much. Maybe something else will pop up later on in the day or whatnot. But like I said, if it's not really showing up on the scans, I don't do a whole lot of digging. Like I'll check out the ones that you guys put up. I'll look at them. But I've learned, man. I'm learning. Just stick to I'm using a paid service. Just stick to what I got. Trade what I got, and don't worry about anything else. But I'll definitely review things though, and look into like the financials or whatever other details that y'all want me to go through. All right, BBL going on down, going back towards the bottom side of this $8. Falling on out of that weak channel, has room all the way down here to the 724s. And it's the only one with day one catalyst. We need something else to pop up with like something. Let me see if anybody's talking today on the Fed talks, FOMC talks. Today is the 27th. We're nearing the end of the month. Today we have a discussion by Governor Lisa D. Cook at a Fed's Listen event hosted by the Federal Reserve Bank of Cleveland at their 2025 Policy Summit in Cleveland, Ohio. And then, other than that, it's nothing else. Jump back over here, refresh, see if anything else has been posted. Nothing. All right, Trump plans executive orders on energy to power AI growth. Okay. Let's see what else. Everything is AI, bro. They had a network engineers summit, the Cisco Nesco. Oh my gosh, the Cisco Network Engineers Summit, and a lot of the material content and all of that was based on, or not based on, really structured for AI implementation. How is AI going to work with IT folks? What to learn, what to push into. I've been doing automation for a long time, but incorporating AI has made everything much easier for sure. Like, I mean, if you know how to do the basics and implementing AI with it, oh my goodness, it is crazy how much it learns and is able to assist on different things that I used to spend, I don't know how many hours to do. When it came to either building a website or um, automating like scripts or tasks to run in an environment, or whatever it is. AI has been, mm, it's been a kiss, a chef's kiss on top of everything else. I know a lot of people, they're on the fence about it. They're like, oh, I don't know about AI. I don't know. I'm like, okay, either you're gonna use it or you're not. And I would suggest you do use it, because if you're competing with engineers and IT folks that are using it, you're gonna get hurt. You can get your ankles clapped. CYN ended up breaking this previous high, so for some reason it is still outperforming our guy BBL or BBLG. I keep saying BBL. BBLG going on down there, and those shorts are getting braver and braver. CYN looking like it's going for a little bit of a break. 12 million shares traded on it. Now, CYN is a heavy NQ follower. We did not look at the NQ today, though. Let's go look at what the market's doing here. Let's jump out here to the 15-minute. So the market has been stupid strong. These were the gaps that we saw, back in December 2024, right? This thing has absolutely ran from all of these gaps, broke out and just tormenting anybody that was short bias on it. And BB or no CYN follows the market. It has a 2.102 beta, which means that it slowly follows the market. But with this much market upside, that's why CYN probably hasn't found any shorts that are really, really confident on it yet. But that doesn't mean it's not going to happen today. Because the market is, I mean, it is definitely due for some type of consolidation or pullback. Crazy. Let's look at where oil is now. Oil's still floating around 65 a gallon, or is it a barrel? A barrel? Said a gallon. $65 a gallon is crazy. But went up there to 77 bucks and has been consolidating here around 65. So you say, can you look up ACTU? Let's go look at that. ACTU. Whoops, typed that wrong. Okay, so let's go first jump over here to ACTU. Actuate Therapeutics has news from the 24th. So Accutate Therapeutics highlights significant and sustained survival benefit in key metastatic pancreatic cancer. What is this PAT word? Patient. Okay. It just cut the word off a little bit. Okay, so survival benefit in key metastatic pancreatic cancer patient populations in. Oh boy, what did I mess up? Oh no, what did I do? No. Oh man. Okay, there it goes. Ah, I knew it was gonna do that. I had it squeezed too tight. This is supposed to be on the bottom. No, I just want you right there. Okay, there we go. All right, anyway, where were we at? Pancreatic populations, phase two, Elragusib. I don't even know what that is. It's a trial near doubling of 1 year of overall survival, increased median OS of 4. There was a site I used to use for biomedical stocks. It was oh man, I hadn't looked at it in a long time. It was a site. It had a calendar for biomedical stocks and biotechs. It was like all bio stuff. I cannot remember the name of that for anything. If you know what I'm talking about, then you know, I think, and you can put it in the chat. But yeah, near doubling 1 year overall survival OS. Matter of fact, let me go look at the this IPO scan. I believe you can change this. So I can go to IPOs, mergers, Squawk, government trades. Haven't really looked into government trades, conference calls, analyst ratings. I forgot what it's called, man. Okay, let me go back over here. So near doubling, Chicago, Fort Worth, Texas, Actuate Therapeutics, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on developing therapies for the treatment of high impact, difficult to treat cancers through the inhibition of glycogen synthase kinase 3 beta. Today highlighted results from a pre-specified subgroup analysis of its phase 2 trial of Elra, whatever this word is, in combination with Jim. These words, man. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna break my tongue. All right, patients treated for at least one complete cycle, 4 weeks of therapy, achieved a median overall survival of 12.5 months. Okay, so increased their survival about a year, um, compared to 8.5 months in the control arm. Okay, so they had something has already been created. So they had something on the control arm because it doesn't look like it's a placebo. It's not saying. The analysis showed 43% reduction in the risk of death relative to control, highlighting. So are they just trying different places to put this thing? Because control arm, I don't know. Combination versus control arm. Okay, improved outcomes were reported in the combination versus the control arm, respectively. Disease control rate 53.4% versus what was 44.8%. Let's see. Patients with liver metastasis treatment. Okay, so then they dive into a whole bunch of numbers and stuff. All right, let's go look at these SEC filings. Last filing was on June 26. Let's see what they got. General corporate statement. Says purchase share price $7. They actually entered a securities purchase agreement for a private placement with certain institutional and accredited investors. The company agreed to issue and sell purchasers an aggregate of 666. Wow, that's some nice numbers there. 666,497 shares of the company's common stock. Par value per share at a purchase price of $7 per share, and warrants to purchase up to an aggregate of 666,497 shares of common stock with an exercise price of $7. So where's the price now? It says 672. It's already hit it. It's already hit 7. I don't know. It's already done that. Like the people that are in are in. I don't know. So I don't. What's your thesis on this? What do you think is going? And what's your timeline for this too? Like, am I? What are they doing for their investors to kind of boost their investor interest? Oh, this thing is looking like a bunch of broken code over here. Let me redo this. Um, yeah. What's your thesis on it? Okay, BBL did end up breaking down $8. Yep, going on down. Shorts just very confident in all of that. It has room down here to the 684s. CYN did a breakout from 23 up to 25. Very choppy breakout. Yeah, Crawdad. The thing is with this one, it's almost like gambling because it's so choppy. And the pullbacks, even if you did, like the only buys that you could have probably taken, the best ones would be off this uptrend. But now look at it. Look at the fall. Like to fall, give back $2 worth of your profit is crazy. Like what's going on? And what what's going on, man? Look at this fall though. $25 all the way back to 23. We don't want to see that. Something that's strong, something that's good is going to, get up. What you could do is wait till the open when it crashes out and then kind of reevaluate where it's going to hold. It did have this $20 hold dollar level here, which, 20, 10, 20s, anything that's like $10. Sometimes people kind of use as mental like resistance or support. But at this point, I think it's going to be a little bit of backside movement here. Um, Especially with how choppy it is. That's the only thing that I'm like, I need a better reason to get in. Better reason. And the only one that had a reason was BBLG, and it's just looking sick right now. It's coughing up blood. It's on its last legs. Let's see. GCTK, that's out of there. That's not even playable right now. INMB still, that's a higher float one. Could be a play, but it has a lot of competition with CYN and BBLG there. So yeah, all I want is 15 bucks, man. That's all I want on an A plus setup today on a Friday, and I don't know if it's gonna happen. I'm hopeful, but these Fridays, man, they get me every time. I have to be so patient. Things pop up, and if sometimes I see things without a catalyst just popping and halting and stuff, I'm like, ooh, I want to trade this so bad, but I'm trying my hardest to follow the rules. Sometimes I'm just sitting here sweating, rubbing my palms together, creating fires. Like, man, ooh, I wish that was in scope. Ooh, I wish that was it. All right, CYN, man. What do you actually want to do? Look at Buru. Wait. Let me read some of these. Um, Let me CYN. Okay, just set up Thinkorswim. About to start putting in for scan software. Nice. If you need any help with Thinkorswim, hit me up. We can do a Discord. We can jump into the Discord meeting or something, and I can show you like whatever you want to set up. If you have scanners from some other place, like some other paid software that you see, or not scanners, but indicators or things that you want to see on your chart, you can ask me, is this possible in TOS? Because a lot of this stuff I've done, creating different um indicators and things like that on there, and I can tell you if it's possible and probably help you do it too. So let me know on that. And then Keith said, can I look at Buru? BU 4142. Buru is moving on up. Also, something else just popped up. LCFY with 1 million shares as well. I'll go and look at that in a minute. LCFY. All right, Buru. Let's throw Buru up here and see what kind of volume it has. It has 11 million shares traded. Does it have a catalyst on today? Buru up 22%. New Buru shares are trading higher after the company said the regulatory approval process for its acquisition of Techni SPA is progressing positively and in line with expectations. Okay, let's go. Press releases, defense transformation. So this is news for today right here. So New Buru advances defensive tech transformation with strategic acquisitions. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Okay. All right. Let's go look. New Buru Inc., a global leader in high performance laser technology solutions, announces an update on its strategic transformation efforts and the ongoing progress of its planned acquisitions, forming parts of the broader Defense and Security Hub initiative as Golden Power clearance progresses for Techni SPA as tactical bubble forming part of. Now I don't know what Techni SPA is. I gotta go look that up. Forming part of the broader defense. Let's go ahead and copy this. Something else just popped in. Okay, something else just popped off. Probably, yeah, LCFI popping in and out of the scanner because it's going up. It's circling at 20%. Techni SPA. Looks like it's in Spanish. Let's go look at the about page. About expertise. Okay, so Techni develops and plans construction engineering, technical architecture, and technical economic feasibility projects. We provide integrated services and consultancy that cover the entire design and management cycle in the construction of buildings. The two headquarters in Milan and Rome, and the offices in Lecco and Bergamo host a staff of over 180 highly qualified engineers, architects, and technicians, designers, consultants, and technicians, experts in all fields of building life cycle. We operate according to the most up-to-date standards and certified quality procedures with a 150-year history of experience in all construction sectors, offices, retail, hospitality, residential, public, logistics facilities, industrial buildings, and urban regeneration complexes. So they got 4,000 plus projects. Value, I don't know what MLD is, value of works in the last year. Maybe that's, I don't know, that's million or what? 180 professionals, 150, okay. Techni, so they're construction based. So they're trying to buy that construction company. What does New Bureau do? Let's go look at this. New Buru Inc. Come on, big boy. Let's go to their profile. So that company, that construction company, is what New Buru is trying to purchase. New Buru Inc. engages in the development and the delivery of blue laser technology for the welding and 3D printing industries in the United States, Asia, Europe, and internationally. The company offers Nuburu AO150, a blue industrial laser used to weld thin folds, and as well as the Nuburu BL250. It is also involved in the design, production, and outfitting of a range of vehicles for industrial and military applications. So I'm guessing military, it may be a keyword there, as well as electronic devices for defense and security. Okay, so they got military, defense, and security, advanced telecommunications and trucking systems. In addition, it offers proprietary software platform and operational resilience solutions, and sells and installs high-powered lasers. The company serves EV batteries, um, medical device production, large screen displays, and cell phone components applications. Nuburu Inc. was founded in 2015 and is headquartered in Centennial, Colorado. I almost said, okay, Centennial, Colorado. Okay, and they have 8 full-time employees, which they're going to purchase a company with 100 and what did they say, 180 employees. So, all right, let's see. So, who's holding New Bureau? Vanguard is in there. They got a couple of thousand shares. As of March 31st, 2025. I don't see BlackRock in here, but usually, eventually, BlackRock, if Vanguard gets in something, BlackRock is soon to follow, and vice versa as well. So, see what that does. They got 369,000 reported shares in there. So you do have a big name company in there. Um, let's go back and look at SEC. So we read this for today. That's their news on today. Back on June 2nd, they accelerate a flexible growth capital, 100 million. So Nuburu, a leader in high-powered blue laser technology, blah blah blah, under which the company has option conditions for their end to sell up to 100 million in shares. Okay, this facility provides Nuburu condition set. This facility provides Nuburu with the financial flexibility to execute controlled stock sales until May 30th. So they can sell up to $100 million in shares up to May 30th. And so that's cut off. It already cut off, right? It's June. Oh, no. May 30th, 2028. Never mind. It's not cut off. I'm tripping. May 30th, 2028. So they can sell this at any time on the market. So definitely be careful with that. Sometimes you have to look back a little bit. And this is one of the things I like about Benzinga. You can kind of look back real quick to see, hey, what's been happening? What's going on? So they've already got the permission to drop shares on the market at any time, which they could do. Let's see. The acquisition subject to regulatory stockholders approval will enhance revenue streams to 50 million as Nuburu revitalizes blue laser technology to be integrated with the new state-of-the-art defense and security hub. Monday, May 12th, SEC registration statement, defense, okay. Finalize strategic acquisition, prepare the adoption of advanced technology, artificial intelligence, robotics, and initiatives as it awaits Italian government golden power approval. They got their S3 100 million. Okay, let's back it up a little bit more. Okay, New Bureau, that's talking about the same thing. Bureau non-compliance. So they were issued a notice back on May 5th. Non-compliance with NYSE stockholders equity rule. Unveiled strategic initiative to revitalize. Okay, it's the same. They secured a 3.4. Well, I don't know what this is for. I don't like the mix up of news on these. Sometimes you see it's got like 5 different, 6, 7 different stocks in here. I want to see things that are just specific to the stock that we're looking at. Buru, new Buru, outstanding. So they're doing a lot of debt, strategic debt management, looks like. So we'll see, and they've already, they can drop 100 million on. I mean, that's a long time. May 2028. That's 3 years that they can drop shares onto the market anytime, right? So yeah, I'll be careful with that one. Down there. Let's swing back through. Let's see what more chats we got here. Okay. So Buru, we looked at that one. Any other ones we got here? Um, Scanning, not really sure where to start. Yeah, we'll get you straight on TOS for sure. I've been working in TOS for since 2000, what was it, 2018 I started really coding. 2016 I was kind of learning what platforms to use and stuff. I went from Webull. No, I started off in Robinhood. Then I went to Webull. Wait, no, I stayed with Robinhood for a minute because I was trading options with Robinhood, which was the worst decision ever. Um, then I tried out Webull. Then I finally made my way to TOS. And yeah, been with TOS ever since. Boy, trading options with Robinhood was so trash. Oh my gosh. Buru coming on down. Let's swing through what we got here. Oh man, LC, you didn't tell me you were going up like that. Oh man. What's the news on LCFY? I missed the news here. Okay, Locify partners with leading U.S. reputation. So this is a partnership. Partners with leading U.S. reputation. Partnerships and collaboration. I'm like, but it has some keywords in here like AI research readiness or AI search readiness. So that's probably why it's popping. This one, it says Perth, Australia. Is that where it's from? LCFY. LCFY. Locify Limited. Not that many institutional holders in this one. These folks only got 10 shares. Is this a recent IPO or something? No, it's not. People just are not holding it. Okay. Let's go look at where it's from, what it is. All right, so Locify Limited develops online marketing software as a service technology that publishes content on search engine optimized web pages for business owners in Australia, North America, and internationally. The company operates through two segments: publishing and SEO agency. It also provides publishing solutions that assist publishers to syndicate their citation content in a local search context through the company's online directories for curated content, including business profile directory listings, bulk business profile directory listings, and enhanced listings. Okay, so so the company offers Article Accelerator, a search solution whereby content is published or republished. In addition, it owns and operates web pages related to business directories. Further, the company provides SEO solutions designed to gain online marketing prominence for specific keywords used for specific locations, services. All right, where are you from? It's from Australia. What's this word? Subiaco? Subiaco, Australia. May have destroyed that word, but it is what it is. Incorporated in 2009. So not a whole lot of holders over here. Employees, they got 26 employees. One of the things that I always look at is the competition on the day. So looking at LCFI, it has 8 million shares, right? It has a catalyst on the day, so I need to see it compete more with what's up here. Even though it's up 100%, and you know it's playing around the highs and all of this stuff. It has competition on the day, and I want to see this competition disappear first. This BBLG and all of this, because we have options. We have, you know, 5 stocks here to trade basically, and you know, I want to see some more volume coming here. It is almost up to 10 million. And let's jump back over here to the chart here. Is this a 15? This is a 1 minute. 15 minute. Let's go look at that. Look at this rise. Wow. 235 all the way up to 325. And yeah, definitely some very high movement out of here. Let's look at the 5 minute. 5 minute through a wick all the way down there. Oh, let's look at the daily. That's what we need to look at. Okay, so over here on the daily, closed yesterday at $2.55, and right now it's trading around the 560s. Has a point up here at $6. That is looking very obvious here. $6 right there, and we'll put that as a unconfirmed resistance. Unconfirmed resistance on, what's the day? This is 20 May, June 20. Okay. Copy this. All right, so that's that. And let's see. We got some other things up here, but what really stands out is this $6 level, the most recent standout thing. Everything else is kind of like, we really don't know what it wants to do, but we definitely have that $6 as a nice little test point there. Back over here, this is where that $6, that should be 6. Let me change this. $6. $6 even level. And we'll see if that becomes some type of confirmed resistance at that whole dollar level. It's up 136%. Yeah, boy. It is not playing at all. Let's jump back down to the 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, looking for an uptrend, right? How steep is any uptrend that we draw? Right? So we draw an uptrend straight from here. I mean, that's pretty steep. Let me see. That's pretty steep right there. So I'm guessing that it'll be able to come down a little bit, up 100 and something percent, but yeah, this is a little bit of extension for my taste up here around this 6. Just open up, it's about to open up a new candle. Pretty steep though. Top side was 679 and then snatched back down here. CYN is back to $20, at under $20. My bad. Look at this. So what did I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Volume, no catalyst on the day. CYN just got a catalyst, and look at this. Look at what it did. Look at this file here. This is what we call crucifixion. If you've never seen the crucifixion of Christ, this is what we're witnessing here. Somebody's up here at 26. Let me see what kind of news dropped on CYN right here. Let's just see what kind of destruction happened over here. A direct registered, or a $7.2 million registered direct offers. And this is what I was scared of on Buru. Buru can drop shares on the market at any time too. So it's like, hey man, you're not trying to get hurt. Be, chill. Because this is a great example of what can happen on Buru. Buru only up 21% anyway, so it's not really just killing the game as a cheaper stock. I'm going to go ahead and clean that one off. Let me see. So yeah, that's I don't even know. I might just, CYN is definitely untouchable at this point. Glad you did not trade CYN and got caught in this. That would have been horrible. BBLG still going down towards this other level we saw at the 684s. LCFY is basically the only performing stock right now, which isn't the greatest because it's on partnership news. So we got 3 stocks with catalysts, and LCFY is looking like the best one out of them all. So if it's the best one, we might have to be a little patient for this to fall a little bit back to the earth. Still kind of right at that $6 level, looking for a true struggle. The point of control right now is at 570. So there's definitely some hurt feelings on this morning on CYN for anybody that was late trading it or was just holding and hoping. The other thing that looking for a catalyst stock does though is it gives you something recent, like a recent spark. When it doesn't have like a recent catalyst, anything can change. Cause okay, so like for Buru, let's say they can do that whatever 100 million or whatever drop onto the market. Who's gonna look back all the way to 2025 in 2 years and understand and realize that was the case, that it could drop that many shares? Like who's really gonna be looking back that far as a day trader, back years to see that? Not many people. So I'm like, I think I want to see a catalyst to give me a good reason to trade it so I don't get dumped on. Give me some reason. But LCFY again, lower high here. The high was 679, which it's kind of looking like it wants to break. But this is a very steep trend for real. Like even if it pushes out of here, it's like, bro, this is super extended. It did a wow. It did a first leg, second leg, third leg, and you know if it closes here, can it do a fourth leg? How weak will a fourth leg be? Will it be able to get back under $6? But this is extremely steep trading here. All right, but we're looking around, we're being safe, we're protecting our wallet, and we're we're just watching for things to look a little bit more natural, because this is unnatural movement for sure. It didn't even give us much time to even collect anything here on Friday. But on partnership news though, and now it does have earnings coming up on July 11th. It says Friday, July 11th, which is in 2 weeks. But other than that, I don't know. Kind of sitting in no man's land on that one. Okay, coming back to this trend. I mean, where can it even fall to? Like, where's it, it hasn't really double bottomed on anything to prove that it's super strong in any of these levels. It can come back to here, the 550. It can come back to the 488s. It can come back to the 408s. It's got a lot of options to drop to here on LCFY. Mark these up. This is unconfirmed support. Unconfirmed support. Well, this is on the 1 minute. First, let me go to the higher time frame first and see what we're looking at. Oops. 15. Okay, so on the 15 minute, nothing clear. It's nothing clear there. So on the 5 minutes, yeah, it's just not a lot of clarity. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till it drops. So this is that fourth leg that usually is the weakest link. Did 1, 2, 3, and now let's see what this downside looks like. It's got 15 million shares. It's very quickly catching up with BBLG in volume. It only needs 3 million shares to take that out. BBLG did go down to that last 684 level that we are looking at. So I'm thinking that one's gonna lose out on the day if LCFY keeps moving like it's moving. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Fourth leg looking weak, but it is getting some stupid volume. It's got 2 million shares. It is running in volume right now. Yesterday's ATR on LCFY was 31 cents, so it moves an average of 31 cents per day. The average the ATR right now in Benzinga is 66 cents. The other thing I like about having both of these up is TOS's ATR data doesn't really update. It kind of keeps yesterday. Oh my goodness, this fourth leg though. So yeah, this is. I mean, how do you even trade this? Come on now. Why are you doing this? We're waiting for a fall. Okay, so again, 809 jumping up there. Yeah, that's. I mean, come on now. They are getting squeezed up and out of there, and it is about to yeah be number 2 on the day in volume. All I needed was 15 bucks, but I want to have a safe 15 bucks. This is crazy. I wanted to just, make my money and go and sit down for the weekend, but it's tripping. BBL, oh my god, is this true? BBL. BBL, didn't I tell y'all shorts are too confident on this? Look at this. Are y'all seeing this? This thing just dumped to $4 from this point right here that we had marked up, 684. Bruh. You talking about somebody just, oh my goodness. And this is why it's like, you gotta look at that, look at everything that's going on and be like, bro, look, the news that you have isn't worth, holding this thing long. And this is crazy. So yeah, people are getting crucified all over the place. CYN started the crucifixion. Let's see if news popped on BBGL here. Looks like it did. Yep, they did a public offering. So CYN and BBGL did public offerings. All right, so that's going to be going down. So now all we got left is pretty much LCFY. But with this pattern of offerings going on, we need to be careful. We need to be careful because this is not looking good. We had 2 stocks absolutely massacre everybody. Let me look into a LCFY's history and see if they have any dumps that they have in the past talked about. This is crazy. All these dumps. Anything over here? Local file unveils that. All right, so LCFY has gone up to $10, $11, and it's just a super steep runner right now. Wish there was something better, but Friday, man, people trying to make back their losses, man. They jump into this and get torched because the fear that they built up during the week, it's like, oh, it's easy to get stopped out, even if you're in something like this that's going up, $10, $8, $9. Look at how steep this is. It has room all the way back to the 722s down here. Yeah, I'm just seeing a whole lot of indecision across these small caps right now, especially with these. Did this thing just break out again? All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We got room all the way back down here to the 718s. Let's jump to the 15-minute. I mean, really? Well, I do know one thing. Shorts are probably gonna be on this one at the open. It hasn't tested anything down here. And the breakouts are getting smaller and smaller. That barely broke out. 1141 up to 1146. ATR now on LCFI is almost $1. So has moved from 31 cents to almost it's 95 cents right now. Easy to lose $1 on this one. Let's go back and look at where it is on the daily chart. So it is up here, went all the way to 10. Yeah, covered a lot of ground right there. So this is $10. This was unconfirmed, but we'll see if it actually confirms and stays under that 10. Unconfirmed resistance on the daily. And we'll put that date on there. June 27. Copy. Okay. So all the way up here to 1057, and it actually got over this a little bit to this next level of 1127. Got a little bit above that. So let me edit that and go to I should have put daily on this. Let me delete this, remove, and I'll duplicate here. So this was a starting point all the way down here at $6. Duplicate. That was the first one. It moved all the way through all of that. Duplicate. 1120s. I mean, that's just some unnatural movement. It is what it is. All right, so those are our levels up there off of the daily. Let's go back and look at the 15-minute. So we're starting to see a 15-minute $10 level starting to become a little bit of resistance. But again, this hasn't closed yet, so I don't even know if it's going to do another rip up. I'm not sure. Well, there goes another rip up. Okay. Yeah, this is sick. I might as well just put the right up to it, getting a little slamish there on the 5-minute. Okay. So yeah, he's not doing much. Okay, so that one got an offer. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off BBLG with that offer. And I don't even want to see it anymore. And then CYN as well. This is going to be a short paradise at the open. I don't even want to see them. Oh my goodness, LCFY broke both of those levels again. Yeah, this isn't making sense. $11.79 high. Get rid of that one. Doesn't have any day one catalyst. All right, so LCFI Y is the only one that really makes sense to watch right now, but it's so extended. Like even if you buy, just doesn't make sense. Yeah, this one is how you get hurt. All right, so we have a little bottom here. We'll see if it can continue to. Oops, wrong one. This really even a trend here, so can't really do anything there. So finding a little bit of resistance up here, and these are the unconfirmed. If it comes back down and starts to crack down to 969s, I'll change these to confirmed. This one, this was maybe support at this point. So we'll edit this and say unconfirmed support, SUP. Got room all the way back to the 6. Plenty of money for the shorts. It is leading the day in volume now. So it's the number one mover, up 373% during pre-market. We have about 10 minutes to the open. If you're shorting stock, I wonder is this one is shortable, yeah. If you're shorting stocks today, you are probably going to be looking at this one for sure. A partnership moving this much from $2 up to $11, there's no way shorts aren't going to be on this. And now we got a clear level to break down to. Look at this. We got a nice clear level to break down. Oh man. Well, it might invalidate. It might actually move on past that. We'll see. Yeah. So on the open, we can just hold here. I mean, they got first profit 1058, and then all of this space and opportunity down here. Calm down, LCFY. All right, so we got a new little bottom here. See if it continues to break down though. So this point right here at the 1120s, I'm going to put this as a confirmed resistance level. Edit confirmed resistance. Go ahead and slap that in there. Nice little confirmation there. And it's starting to confirm this 1050 level, 1057 level. Come on, big boy. Okay, so breaking down this previous, so it's invalidating there. All right. It's a little bit, it's a little, let's hold up a little bit there. Didn't exactly break it. Well, never mind. Remove that. All right, so we're back down to this original steep trend line. Can we identify a little channel for it to fall out of? 824s. 6 minutes until the open. Let's see that snatch back. Hitting that 10 up there. Coming back towards that trend. Give us something to work. Well, give the short something to work with. I don't think the shorts are going to leave this one alone. It's going to be hard to get them off of it. Starting to show a little respect for the trend. Has room down here to the 880s. See if they can consolidate and break down. Back up to the trend. See if it continues to show respect to that trend. You know, staying right in that trend, looking real dangerous to the downside. on a breakdown of this right now, $8 or $9 is the bottom of the trend. Yeah, I don't know who will be trading. I don't know who will be buying this area, but hmm, I just don't see the risk to reward here. All right, we got less than a minute. Now it can go either way. It's got a top side up here on this next minute. It's got a top side up here 1050, bottom side of 938. It's gonna have to make a decision. $10.50, 30 seconds left. All right, here comes the open. There's the open. All right, bounce down there a little bit. It's got the top side of this right here at 1050s. Let's see if it travels up there and then it gets absolutely stuffed. Okay, yeah, go back up. Go on back up. Hit this 1050 and then crash. 1057s. Go right on through that. Get on up there. 1050s. And take the souls of the people. Take the souls of the people. Okay. And now it has up here to, what is this, 1075. Right up there. Let's see if it gets destroyed. Boom, boom, boom. Right up there to the trend. Let's see that breakdown. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Right on down into their mouth. All right. Well, all four of them that I was watching are currently red right now. CYN, of course, y'all know, offering BBLG, offering GCTK, even INBM, INMB, my bad. And now LCFY is going to be real weird here. Popping back up, still within the trend, but come on now. Thought you were crashing out. You do not have the news for this, bro. Looks like a double top. Right back to it. So this unconfirmed resistance is about to be really confirmed if it closes around this 1050 level. Yep. All right, so this is gonna change to let's see it close first. Big range, big spread here. 20-30 cent spread. All right. So this confirmed resistance for right now. Something is going on there. Something is going. So we got our confirmation up here at the 1120. It's got a confirmation here at the 1057. And it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter here. ATR low is down here at 930s. Just coming up there. Continue to find that resistance. Well, this is looking bad for the shorts now. Jumping up there again. Bottom side now on this candle is right here at the 926. Well, came down to tip. It's just tapping right inside of here. But the catalyst, I'm thinking is short bias. Shorts will be more willing to hold on that catalyst. Very wicky stock though. Again, just trading the trend. 1247. So this is just one of those nonsense trades, right? Makes no sense. Shorts just getting squeezed for no reason. Somebody's hitting it big though. Gee whiz. They said, what's my name? Back into the trend, bottom side of this trend. To crash out, it needs to get below 1017. 1031. Just keeps playing within this trend. Finally. Go ahead and break down. You know you want to. You got more than that. Many shorts on this, man. This thing's got 34 million shares traded. You think they selling up here or covering up here? Nah. They about to make their money. Yes, sir. So now we're at ATR low 924. Break of that is going to be starting a nice descent here. So now we're completely out of this little level that we was, and I'm expecting this level to become some type of resistance up here, 1057 and all of that. Okay, I need to get to my morning meeting. I haven't found anything to trade yet, but we'll see if anything else pops up. Just not, yeah, this is not looking great right here. But yeah, appreciate you guys for tuning in for sure. Definitely hit the like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you enjoy the content, and we will be back on pre-market. Now, if I do take trades, I update you guys in Discord. We do have a Discord. It's free. It's nothing like you got to pay for or anything like that. But it's kind of like a daily chat thing where we can kind of talk about different theses and all of that good stuff in there. But yeah, I'm about to get on down. I just see too much short energy on LCFY, so I'm really not into that today. If I can't find anything, we'll just close up the week at $486 if I can't find anything. So I'm okay. Something just popped on. What was that? Oh, that's just GCTK dying slowly. All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get ready to shut this thing on down. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.